Hey guys, welcome to episode 24 of Shift Your Health. My name is Jeke Becker.
Mama and Paige Poo.
And today, guys, we are going to be talking about can you lose weight while still eating bad food?
I just want to know if this is a debate already. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I quite like a debate. Yes, you can. Whilst eating your favorite foods.
I'll be for
100%.
I'll be for the defense.
You don't have to defend.
Defend?
Do you? Oh.
Yeah. Well, like to give context, guys, like I lost 18 kilos in 2 months and
Through sadness.
But I actually enjoyed what I ate. It wasn't sadness. Like yes,
Did you actually enjoy that though?
I did, yeah. And I think that's like one of the biggest things I always promote is you've got to enjoy what you eat.
Yeah.
So like I could have Mexican every single day, 7 days a week, and I enjoy it. And I'm still in a caloric deficit. I can do that.
Exactly. So you are on my side. So we're on the same side. Because you said no before. And now you're saying yes.
Are you saying that what if I went the opposite and said, yeah, you can still lose weight and eat bad food.
Moderation. Like 100% moderation.
But it's harder.
I couldn't go out every night and eat out breakfast, lunch, dinner.
But it's definitely, I think it's definitely harder. And I always think this word like cheat meal gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah, that is common.
And I think it's very common.
Cheating on yourself.
But it's such a mindset. I know over the 10 years of me being a coach, so many people are like, oh, but I want to have a cheat meal or a Friday tradition. The household are lazy and they've had a big week and they'll go out for food, or maybe it's a date night with the other half. But and I think if that is you, you still can get amazing results and still go have your cheat meal or your date night. I think it makes it harder because one of the things I'm actually finding this at the moment, I'm back into tracking my food, which I haven't been for at least the last many years.
We talked about this on an episode not that long ago, guys.
Yes, but it's opening my eyes up, guys, to what I think we think is healthy. Especially we were just talking. Jay was talking about a
caramel oat milk latte.
300 plus calories. I people listening to this, a lot of them are going to be females. Most of your calories are going to be around anywhere from 1,200 maybe to 1,600.
Maybe, yeah.
And 300 of that has already gone from one coffee. It blows my mind, and that's where I think tracking. I know we're getting a little off topic here, but I think it's key.
So, do you think you can lose weight with your favorite foods? Do you think that's possible?
You can, but you've got to be so stupidly strong in the mind as well.
And strategic,
though. No, but I currently have a triathlon coach, and I was like, hey, I always am open to advice from anyone, even though I think I am very knowledgeable when it comes to health and fitness. I was like, well, hey, what do you recommend? And he had this philosophy that some coach he got in 1980s was the food you eat can't be too enjoyable. And I was intrigued. I was like, hey, why? What's the logic behind that? And he's like, the logic behind it is you'll want to go back for more. So if you don't have a strong enough mindset, let's say it's your favorite meal in the whole world. Because I've had the opposite. I want to enjoy it, but then I have a strong mindset, so I'll stop myself.
The willpower.
But I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be depressed and eating tuna and rice or chicken and rice for the rest of my life.
No, I get that. I definitely understand the willpower thing because I have an issue with willpower, fully. So I love chocolate. We're a sweet treat family, but the biggest thing for me was the whole bar would just get consumed. So I ended up then going strategic, and they have these chocolates that you can buy in rows. So it's already pre-wrapped in a row.
Fun size.
Which you can wrap, fun size.
Yeah.
They've even got them, but that really massively helped just buying it instantly pre-wrapped. I didn't even have to pre-wrap it myself. It was already ready to go. But I think the mini ones, they're too hard because they just don't feel satisfying enough. There's the ones in
all in the mind, guys.
No, but that was what worked for me at the time. It was okay, you can have the chocolate Paige because you want it in moderation, but you obviously can't do it with a block. You're not able to control yourself there. So let's put a little bit of a blocker in, and let's already get pre-wrapped rows.
Yeah, so guys, I think if the willpower is not there, like that,
tactics,
be mindful.
Yeah.
And this is where I've had some clients that physically can't have it in the house, they can't buy it. They just can't because they've got no willpower. And then I've got myself, I've had clients that just nah, I can see it. And because obviously another thing that happens is kids, you know,
Yeah.
kids and like,
Yeah.
you know, sneaky stuff. They have like chips and stuff like that.
Well, then you pick it up.
I do have logic. I have you know, I could debate that topic as well, because I just say, well, don't buy it for the kids,
Yeah.
buy them healthy food, but whole
That's
different
always better,
conversation. But yeah, like it is that mindset, and you know, sometimes having partners that aren't on the same journey as you.
yeah.
I know
We find a lot of our clients
a
struggle with
lot.
that.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
a lot.
really challenging.
I've had a client literally that their partner, I think this is the most brutal thing in the whole world, where the partner like would eat takeaway in front of the partner, knowing that the partner had really bad willpower. This is before, many years ago, and it was almost like he got off of the fact of like doing it, and I'm like, that's so strange. Like your partner should support you. So crazy. But you know, if that's the case, like, you know, that example is very hard.
That's an extreme.
That is
example.
very extreme.
Take yourself
but,
out of that
you know,
situation.
but
That's what we say to that.
I do say, yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know, hiding things can be a thing, and I think it's just find little things that are gonna work. You know, yes, you can, you know, still enjoy what you're eating and still get amazing results.
Yeah.
But I just think there's always a caveat to that, where it's like you know.
Oh, definitely. I had to cut Nutella out my life for a while, because it was the same thing. If it's in the house and I would see it, I would just literally get a spoon and eat it.
I went through a
There
little
was
bit of
no
a
saying no.
stage. I went through a stage recently with like lollies. Like I use lollies not purely. I enjoy. I have a huge sweet tooth, like monstrous sweet tooth. But I used them for like my Ironman training, and you know, I need to eat a lot of
Like
carbs.
I've got purpose for it.
Yeah, but it got out of control. Got out of the control that like I would tend to go to the cupboard in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I was like, it got away from it, and now what I've had to
He was
do
like,
is
guys,
like.
it's for performance.
But it is the actual purpose of it. But my mindset got the better of me, and that's when I had to rein it back in. And now I actually put them into little Ziploc bags and hide the lollies.
See? Tactics. You got to figure out what works for you as well.
And that's worked amazingly.
That's it.
Like
Yeah.
I think I've lost like a couple kilos in the last like month and a bit from even like one little thing like that, guys. You know, not like I'm trying to
A
lose
living
weight,
example, Jake.
but it is. So I know we're meant to debate, but we went on some huge tangent there, guys. But just remember, as we always say on Shift Your Health, like find what works for you. You know, hopefully you get something from this. Like, guys, your mindset's so important. I always feel like we could do every podcast we talk about it, because I think it's one of the most important things.
Definitely.
Like it just affects like your mind affects everything that we end up doing in our day to day. Well, but remember, guys, join our Facebook group. We say this every single week. Okay, if you search for us on Facebook, it's just FitTribe, FITRIB members. That's where you're gonna get. We also have 2 groups, but FitTribe members is the group to join. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Episode 24 from Shift Your Health.
PJ, out.